I visited a soup kitchen. Right? You know, in the US, they give free food to homeless people. So I asked the social worker there, coming from my econs background in Singapore, I said, when you give free food to people, won't people not want to work? Won't people want to keep getting your free food? And she said, it's not about that. When I give the free food to a person, I talk to the person, I ask about the person's life, I give value to the person. When the person values himself, he will want to go out there and contribute to the society.
That was an anecdote by Assistant Professor Irene Ng from the National University of Singapore's Department of Social Work, who shared it with 420 social workers at a symposium entitled Celebrate Social Work, Together We Empower. She said that the widening gap between the rich and poor is a pertinent issue, and poverty is a real problem that many Singaporeans are not aware of.
In our implementing the policies, I wonder whether we reinforce the society's misperceptions. So in trying to ration the help, we are very good then at sieving out who deserves, who doesn't deserve. But as a result, some families who do need help might fall through the gap. Right? The other model would be you be more generous with your help, and some people who don't deserve it will come in, right? But as a result, more people who really need help gets help. Which would you prefer? I think that for me, given the current context in Singapore, I prefer the latter, which is giving more help because of the structural nature of the struggles that low-income people are facing.
Joining her on Social Workers' Day on Tuesday was Mrs. Lee Yen Woon from the Katong Kapor Family Service Centre. She talked about helping low-income families in the new millennium.
30 years ago, you may have a shorter gap to catch up with because you start out in school maybe in not so much of a difference. So now I have people in P1 who do not know their alphabet. But I have 3-year-olds who already know simple words in English. So the gap, in that sense, make it harder for them to catch up. And the issues then becomes more complex.
To tackle new challenges in the field of poverty intervention, Mrs. Lee suggests social workers move towards a wider macro-view approach.
We do have the responsibility of advocating. I think we just do too many things. Even myself, I think we just cover too many populations, do too many works that we don't have the focus to go to depths.
Two other speakers at the event were Associate Professor Albert Teo from the NUS Business School, who spoke on social entrepreneurship in addressing social problems, and Assistant Professor Han Chang-kun, who talked about how low-income households can build on their savings and assets. The participants also had a closed-door dialogue session with Acting Minister for Community Development, Youth and Sports, Major General Chan Chun Sing, where they shared their views about support for working mothers and the widening income gap.